How you doing, Duff here? This is going to be the last part of this manic compilation of disconnected things having to do with my Creality CR-10. I originally started this series of recordings off with the intention of making a video that talks about setting up the CR-10. And actually, I based it on watching SandTube's videos. And although his videos are very good, they're also lengthy. And I started recording mine with the idea that maybe I could, kind of condense some things to make it not quite as long to cover the important points about setup. And what I discovered is I couldn't. What I came up with, and that was in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna have some parts of that in the beginning of this video, but it didn't meet my expectations. Let's put it that way. Since I've had the printer, you can see I've added a mirror there. I have a mirrored bed now. I have some bigger clips holding that mirrored bed on because it's actually a beveled piece of mirror, which I guess is not ideal, but seems to work okay. And I have a silicone heat transfer pad underneath it. So I've done that mod. And I've also been busy ordering some stuff. Now I've done some printing on the CR-10. The biggest thing I tried to do was, and you will have seen a time lapse on this, is I started to print a big statue of Arthas from World of Warcraft. I printed a miniature version of that, a reduced size version of that on my FlashForge Finder, and it came out okay. And I blew the model up to 200% to take advantage of the big printing area in the CR-10, and it didn't. What I did was I grabbed the roll of filament that comes with the CR-10. I had some white filament. I'm like, okay, I might as well use it up on this. And of course, it got maybe a half to 2/3 done, and I ran out of filament. I misjudged how much filament it would take to do it. So, but up until that point, it was printing cleanly, as far as I could tell. But anyway, since then, I've been buying more things to mod my printer. Right here, you will see a Raspberry Pi board, and a case, and an SD card, and some other shit, some screws. And that's because I plan on making an Octopi rig. Basically, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, Octopi gives you remote control of a printer like this, like a kind of more like a kit style printer. My FlashForge Finder has a lot of these features built in, where it has like remote monitoring, Wi-Fi capability, but that is not something that you can get with the CR-10. But if you build this rig with a Raspberry Pi, you can get those features and more, actually, with a printer like the CR-10. So I'm going to be building that. And then just today I was watching a video about the auto leveling kit that it's sold by Tiny Machines 3D, and I was watching the video by what's the guy's name that did the video recently? Tim something. I'm sorry, I forget your last name. But anyways, talking about adding this kit to auto level your CR-10, and I bought that. And then when I was reading about it, I saw the information about how you have to have a bootloader installed in order to load the firmware that supports the hardware for the auto leveling. And I was reading about it, and it's not outside my wheelhouse technically. I could do it, but the recommended procedure is to buy an Arduino board. I already have a Raspberry Pi that I just have here. Use an Arduino board to load a bootloader, and then once you have the bootloader loaded, you can load images onto your board using the USB port. So anyways, I was looking at that. I have to buy an Arduino board. If I got a genuine Arduino one, I think it was like 25 bucks or something like that, plus the time, hassle, and frustration of doing it. So I went on to TinyMachines3D.com, and I saw that they actually sell CR-10 system boards that are already flashed with a bootloader. So, and it has, I think it's Marlin, on the site it's like Marlin 1.1 image of the firmware. So what I decided to do, because that was like 47 bucks, is just buy the board with that already on it. It'll make my life much simpler. Just remove the one board, put the other one in, and I can load future firmware easily. So that's what I'm doing. So I have that coming as well. So hopefully, maybe by the end of the weekend, I will have my Octopi setup going and my auto leveling. And I do not plan to do a video on both of these because what I'm finding is I don't know enough about 3D printing to speak as an authority. I'm just kind of futzing along as I go, and although that is my style, if you've seen some of my automotive maintenance videos, I do that when it comes to a lot of things. Just kind of go by the seat of my pants. But there's so many good, informative 3D printing videos out there, especially when it comes to the CR-10. I just don't see the point, to be honest with you. So I'll be sure to chime in with the results of how this all goes and to give my feedback on it. But yeah, that's it. So this video here is almost long enough to be a video on itself. So I might, who knows, maybe I'll make this its own video and I'll put my compilation of crap that happened prior to this in its own video. So we'll see. But anyways, I just want to let you know what I was doing. Right here on my Google, I'm actually trying to clean up the original glass that came with the CR-10 because I had ordered a PEI sheet and laying the adhesive on the glass has not gone well. So there was all kinds of bubbles. Yes, there's all kinds of bubbles and stuff in it. So we peeled off, Cindy helped me, we peeled off the adhesive, but now, or we peeled off the sheet, but now there's a bunch of glue all over this. Because what I was hoping to do was, although I have mirror tile on the CR-10, I also have a lock build sheet coming that I was going to stick on the original glass, so I could try both. You know, I'm still kind of feeling my way around printing on a mirror tile, but I've had some. Yes, thank you, Elsa. I've had some decent success. So, but there definitely is a lot more to be concerned about when I'm printing on the CR-10 compared to my Flash Forge Finder. So, anyways, that's it for real this time. If you just discovered this channel somehow, please take a moment to like the video. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, it always helps out. Comment below with your thoughts, tips, ideas. I'm very interested in learning what I can about 3D printing. You know, I've been doing okay, but there's so much to learn, it just is mind-blowing. So anyways, it's a lot of fun. Till next time, Duffman out.